this Wednesday morning, December 10th. Thank you for joining us on Arc Rochester. I'm Abby Friedman.
I'm Dan Track. We have a lot to get to this Wednesday morning, but first we want to have a look at some of the news you need to know.
Yeah, Stephanie Joseph is live in the newsroom right now, taking a look at some of our headlines on this Wednesday. Steph, good morning.
Hey there, guys. Good morning. We do want to start out with some time-saver traffic, bringing your attention to a few delays out there on the roadways. As we've been saying all morning, it is snowing out there and it's having an impact on your drive times. Take a look here. These are your major roadways, 390, 490, 590 right there on the screen. A significant slowdown on 590. It is around the peak of rush hour, but again, you're seeing some more slowdowns on 390 and 490. Taking a live look outside, you're seeing those road conditions up close and personal. 590 at Browncroft, that slowdown over in that direction. The roadway's really slushy in several directions. 390 at Brooks Avenue, no exception there. You're seeing plenty of yellow and even some red splotches on the big map. That yellow indicates some slowdowns. A lot of people taking it easy as they can out there with all the snow that's coming down. Monroe County legislators hitting the pause button on a heated housing debate. The legislature voted to opt out of creating a short-term rental registry. The debate centers on rental properties listed on platforms like Airbnb and Vrbo. A new state law requires counties to either opt in or out of a registry meant to help municipalities manage housing, collect taxes, and enforce rules. While the legislature voted to opt out, it left the door open to revisit the issue later. The legislature last night also voted to approve Monroe County's 2026 budget. The $1.5 billion spending plan includes more support for the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, along with $11 million in new funding for daycare subsidies. The budget also reduces the property tax rate to a historic low. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office took several people into custody after a series of car break-ins overnight. Those cars were broken into just after 2 this morning on Union Square Boulevard in Chilai. The Sheriff's Office says their investigation led to a chase which ended in the area of 490 East at Mount Read Boulevard. And that's what you need to know.
All right. Steph, thank you.
Hey, let's have a look at what is brewing for the next 2 hours, starting with some big tax changes coming in 2026. And it could mean more money in your pocket. For this morning's Wealth Wednesday, we're going to sit down with our wealth advisor to break down the new deductions and some smart moves to make before we ring in the new year.
Yeah, then she's breaking free of the balcony and she's doing it her way. And Juliet is hitting the stage at Rochester Auditorium Theatre with all the pop anthems you know and love. This morning, the star of the show will join us in studio for a closer look at the musical, and she'll give us a live performance as well.
Ooh, very cool. And she's fresh off the stage from a performance just last night.
Yes.
How do you like that? And later, as the holiday decorations go up, so do the risks for your pets. This morning, we're chatting with a veterinarian on how to keep your pet safe this holiday season and what potential hazards you need to know about.
Yeah, before all of that, a check of our forecast on this cold, snowy Wednesday. We're seeing snow and rain as we make our way through the day today. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is tracking those conditions for us. Marty, we saw time saver traffic a couple minutes ago. It's messy out there, and it's just, I think, probably going to be like that for much of the day.
Yeah, and that's the tough thing. We're going to see that snow, at least especially for the short term. I think the afternoon commute may turn out to be a little better, but still there will be some snow showers then as well. But we're live right now on the 104 Expressway, and you can see at least some of that snow still on the roads. And we're at that dangerous point where the roads look all right, but if you look closely, you can see there is that little bit of accumulation that kind of gives a little too much confidence when you see roads like that. So again, just take your time. Plan a little extra time in, get to where you're going safely. Here's a look at radar. We are seeing that rain or snow as it builds in. The rain just off to our west. Notice the estimation of at least some of that trying to work in over some of the warmer waters. And as temperatures come up by just a couple more degrees, I think we're going to see a few more areas turn over to rain versus snow. But there you can see that snow as it does fall. We've been hovering very close to the freezing point recently, and still we're hovering right at 32, right at the freezing point right now. And like I mentioned before, we'll see these numbers come up a little bit today, but not by a huge amount. We'll be in the upper 30s for highs, which will be one of the, quote, warmer days that we have seen in quite some time. But it's all relatively speaking, still 2 degrees shy of the average for this time of year, down to about 21 tonight. Some lake effect snow showers set up as we head into some of the nighttime hours, even into tomorrow, so we'll have to monitor that. But 26 tomorrow, back in the 20s again on Saturday, maybe even some upper teens to near 20 into Sunday. So today's that 1 day above freezing when those temperatures start to slide back below freezing, and by a pretty good margin in some cases as we head through the next week, guys. That says it all.
Yeah, it does. It really does. I've got nothing good to add on to this. I don't have a way to. Yeah. Do you remember that? Abby's laughing because we had a meeting once, a staff meeting, and I walked in and I said, I have nothing good to add to this meeting. I'm going to excuse myself now before I get into trouble.
I remember
And I
that
did.
meeting.
And then
I
you
had
left me.
I did.
I had to be the mean one that day.
I couldn't do it. I went and I sat in my car. All right. Sorry, Marty. Thank you.
If
We
you can't say
appreciate
anything
it.
good, don't say anything at all. So
That's,
respect
ain't that the truth?
Golden rule.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's go off the top now. Start with some things that have piqued our interest. Your coffee smells horrendous.
It's the same coffee that you had last week.
I know. It's
I
so
have
bad.
the caramel macchiato this morning, and you have donut shop.
Yeah, which is
blend.
what we pretty much drink every morning.
Yeah, the caramel macchiato. It's got notes of. It's got notes of vanilla and like rubbing alcohol.
It's generous.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
It smells like some sort of fuel that you might put. This is like two-stroke.
It's
right here. This is what it smells like.
It's like if you took like oil or something, but sprayed like Bath and Body Works mist on it so that it didn't smell like it.
Yes,
You're
but
trying
it
to
still smells like oil, but oil mixed with Bath and Body Works. That's what it smells like. The taste, not good. But I'll finish it.
Do you want mine?
I mean, I finished yours yesterday too.
What did I have? Oh, yesterday was the medium. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
All right. All right.
medium espresso.
Yeah. All right. We'll start things off today. Oh, with me. Do you kind of feel? I'm sorry. My spelling is this. It's
yeah.
Horrible. Do you feel like things have been a little bleak lately?
Yes.
Yeah, the world isn't quite as colorful as it once was. Gone are the days of home exteriors painted bright pink or green or blue. Walls are cream-colored, beige, and gray. This whole like clean girl aesthetic has kind of taken over social media, right?
Are you okay right now?
I'm really not, but we're gonna get through it.
Okay.
Pantone has officially announced the color of the year, and people are pretty upset about it. It's worse than you even might think. The shade Cloud Dancer sounds like it could be kind of promising, right? Maybe a nice shade of gold or a pinkish hue. Nope, this is it. The whitest white imaginable. Pantone says it's supposed to be a calming influence on society. Calm.
Did you just hear her?
No. Unfortunately, though, it's kind of had the opposite effect. People are feeling not quite calm. It's now being dubbed controversial. What? Some say it lacks creativity and is also culturally insensitive. The Cloud Dancer shade, according to Pantone, is described as lofty white neutral, whose aerated presence acts as a whisper of calm and peace in a noisy world.
That's the best definition for a color I've ever heard.
It's white.
Yeah.
It's literally white.
Okay,
some
sorry.
are asking, is this even a color at all? Like, it's the absence of color. Others are saying it's tone deaf because of the divisive culture lately. Pantone has come out and said it had no intention of creating all of this drama. Some folks, though, extremely up in arms. Others, though, say they really don't have a problem with it. Let's check out some of the comments. This morning, we'll start with this guy. He says, the color feels so soft. I love this. This person said people are going insane over a literal paint swatch. This is peak 2020s. Let's see what else we have here. This person said, thank you. I appreciate your choice to celebrate the color again, the color of purity, heaven, angel's wings, the absence of chaos and darkness. Do we have more? I think we have more. White is not a color. It's the absence of it whatsoever. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. And this person said, you managed to pick even more beautiful colors for the pandemic years. This year's brown, a bit meh, but acceptable. But white, that was the color for this year. You guys need a holiday or something. Yeah.
Listen, yes, it is the absence of color, but it is not white. It's Cloud Dancer. Get it right. White has the absence of color. Cloud Dancer has undertones of cotton and feathers and
It's just a swap.
angel wings.
It's like, it's really not that serious.
I know.
You know?
I don't listen. I don't understand how you can get so bent out of shape over this and so excited about this. Like the two opposite ends of the spectrum, I don't get, because it's a paint swatch.
Yes. Yep.
It's a paint swatch.
I don't look at it and think, this brings me peace and serenity.
Yes.
I don't really think of anything. I just think, really, that's what we've got this year?
Yeah. I looked at it and I said, I would have said it was eggshell or ecru, not cloud dance.
Accessible beige.
That's kind of like my padded cell. Accessible beige. That's the color scheme I picked out for in there. It's easier to clean.
It's nice that they let you pick it, though.
All right, let's move along to mine. And for my Off the Top this Wednesday morning, I want to talk about something very important, something that shapes our nation, something that truly defines who we, the people, are. Spices. McCormick. The folks who own basically half of your spice cabinet, well, they have announced the 2026 flavor of the year. And this time, they went bold. Black currant.
Ooh, okay.
Not vanilla, not cinnamon, not, hey, America, we like sweet things. Nope, a deep, tart, moody berry that sounds like it writes poetry in a coffee shop and then delivers it slam poetry style. Ooh. Black currant in your drink, in your food. What do you think?
Did you just
I just came up with that. This whole tradition started more than 20 years ago when McCormick. Until this year.
We've talked about this before on the show.
Well.
Wasn't it like pistachio last year?
Goes to show how. Look, they want authentic, they get authentic. It's their big crystal ball for what we're all going to be eating and drinking and pretending we know how to pronounce come next year. A team of chefs, food scientists, trend forecasters, and yes, that is a real job in case you're looking, Abigail. They sit around, they decide what flavor is about to have its moment. Last year, the flavor was ají amarillo, a bright, fruity Peruvian chili pepper. The year before that, it was tamarind. So we've gone from sour to spicy to I may have to Google this, because I didn't know what blackcurrant was. Now they say blackcurrant captures something called attainable opulence, which is perfect because nothing says luxury like a berry Americans barely know exists. Fun fact, though, for almost a century, blackcurrants were basically banned in America because they spread a disease that killed pine trees. So while Europe was living its best blackcurrant lifestyle, we were out here thinking grape jelly was exotic. It wasn't. But McCormick says the berry is back, and it's apparently the flavor of our economic moment. The company says people want small luxuries, little treats, a modest upgrade without a modest price tag. And apparently blackcurrant fits that vibe because it's deep purple, it's tart, it's rich, and it instantly makes anything look and sound fancier. What kind of scone is that? Oh, it's a blackcurrant scone. Swirl into the cocktail? Fancy. Drizzle on a cheesecake? Fancy. You don't know what it is, but you pretend to know at brunch? Fancy. McCormick's executive chef says blackcurrant can take any dish from simple, who likes simple, to spectacular, which I am now putting on my resume. I can turn any show from something simple to spectacular. And I'll leave you with this. Every year they pick one flavor out of all of the options in the world, and they chose this. So, hot tip, if blackcurrant shows up in your holiday cookies this year, just nod like you understand that it tastes elevated. It's what trend forecasters would want you to do. And that is the way the blackcurrant squishes and the seeds crumble? I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't know that it could be like a spice.
I didn't know there was a flavor of the year. I genuinely don't remember us talking about
We did
this.
talk about it, and I do remember us struggling a lot with the pronunciation of it. It was in a trending block.
It's a... It's over, and I'm being told to wrap.
Over.
But it's not. We still have an hour and 45 minutes. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back. We are taking a closer look at the Australian social media ban that's now in effect.
And don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
.17 this morning. We want to go behind this story as Australia takes a major step today, restricting social media for children under the age of 16.
As CNN's Amy Kiley reports, experts say American parents can learn from their decision.
We do know that kids need limits.
Today, Australia is banning children under 16 from using social media. The new law is the first of its kind in the world.
We're all addicted to these things.
It applies to Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Kik, Reddit, Twitch, and X. The tech industry disagrees that the ban makes kids safer, but the companies say they will implement it with age verification technology. Critics argue the law hurts democracy and free speech.
Taking away how we communicate to the world, this is how we do it. It's the modern day. It's social media.
For U.S. parents, some experts see it as an opportunity. They say talking to kids about social media is important and say the ban could be a conversation starter.
It's about helping teenagers find self-regulation, find balance, use social media appropriately.
Experts say parents should remember social media has both pros and cons. For some young people, it's an important way to feel connected. But
we know that excessive use of social media can be very bad for your mental health. And we know that people that are at risk for anxiety and depression, that social media can contribute to this.
Some critics of social media companies say the ban should be a wake-up call.
The inability in our country to regulate and do something about it has led other countries to say, these are mostly American, U.S. companies. That's enough of this.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
So this ban, we've talked about this now for several days. We actually started talking about it, I believe, last week on this show. You're right there.
That's good. Yeah.
We have, forgive us, we have a bad case of the giggles in the studio this morning.
Yeah.
And it's spreading. It's not getting any better.
All right, so let's talk about the ban.
Yes.
We've been actually talking about this for quite some time. Thinking back to it, when we were first talking about the cell phone ban bell to bell in New York State classrooms, this was kind of brought up that this was going to be something implemented in Australia, and we said we'd be very interested to hear how it works.
Yeah.
And I think it will be extremely interesting to see how it affects those younger kids, but it also makes you wonder how those who have had social media for years and years and years now are going to do with this ban, because they've already had it for so long.
Yeah, there's no putting those, worms back in the can, because a lot of people think we're too far gone already. However, I think there is a solid argument for some sort of regulation that keeps kids off of these platforms until they are a certain age. This does not necessarily mean that they don't have access to AI, they don't have, instant messenger or emails. They still have forms of communication. They can still have the phone and use it for all of its phone functions and features, which is why we have them. Mm-hmm. And social media is a secondary thing. And I get it. Yeah. A lot of people say this is government overreach. I understand that. But I think at the same time, when nothing is being done on a large scale to rein in some of these companies to make sure that the content younger kids are taking in is elevated or up to par with whatever the standard be, then something's got to happen.
Yeah.
Something's got to change.
It'll be very interesting to see who follows, if anybody ends up following Australia in this new movement. And I do think it's very interesting that some younger kids have come forward saying, hey, we're not supporting this.
Yeah. Well, there's one case specifically now in court overseas. The kid there taking the government to court saying, nope, this is not acceptable. This is not okay. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. And regardless of the overall outcome, I have a feeling there are going to be a lot of very good results. It's going to be very good for a lot of young kids and a lot of young families. I really, truly believe that.
Yeah.
Especially for those who don't yet have social media, who aren't at that 15, 16 age group yet. Yeah. We're 11 years old and we go on Instagram. For what?
Yeah.
For why? No.
Yeah.
No, you go outside. You don't go on Instagram. You go outside at that age and play. I'm done with my parenting rant.
All right. On that note, when we come back, it is time for Weather Trivia.
Mark McLean will be with us on the other side of the break if he decides he wants to work with us again.
Welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean is joining us now. We have snow and we have rain out there as well. We've been seeing some traffic issues throughout the morning. It's been kind of messy.
Kind of a sloppy ride in this morning. It was about an inch of greasy snow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was your commute like?
So it was about 35 miles per hour on the way in, 531, 490, and then 390 south was a little better. But I was just looking at some of our traffic data. 590 south right now seems to be a problem.
Yeah.
More than 15-minute delays.
Better or worse, though, than last Tuesday when we had that
Better because there was no accidents
Got it.
where I came through. So there's that 590 south. That's a little better. I just looked at that a few minutes ago. It was actually at 15, so that's down to 11. So, maybe things are cleaning up. It's not a lot of snow on the roads, though. So, like the secondary roads, a little bit slippery. It depends on if they salted, put down, I didn't see a lot of plows either. It just wasn't enough snow to plow.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense. You can see it on the side of the road right there. But it's just the kind of thing, this is a normal winter day. 4 weeks from now, you're not going to think back and say, remember that day. It's not one of those on your way in. So just keep that in mind. And speaking of snow, this is an interesting one. We'll go with that theme for weather trivia today. And it's about how you measure snow.
Okay, Mark is trying to set us up right now.
Well,
What? How many different areas should be measured for official snow measurement and weather? I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible.
and you could use a yardstick or a ruler.
Okay.
Okay.
1 to 2 locations, 2 to 3 locations, 3 to 4 locations, or 4 to 5
Ooh, I
locations.
think I know this.
So this is, and they do a Skywarn program for the National Weather Service. They go around, train people on how to measure snow, and they suggest a specific amount of observations for one specific location.
I think I know.
Yeah, I mean, an educated guess.
Yeah.
I would say.
And obviously they'll take any measure. On social media, folks will chime in. They'll say, hey, we've got 8 inches of snow in Greece. We've got 12 inches of snow in Parrington. That kind of thing. We'll take those observations. But we'll have that information coming up at 9 o'clock. So join us then for the answer. But speaking of snow, we've had about 15.4 inches this season. The average is 13.7 inches, about double what we had last year. And this advisory west of Rochester is set to expire shortly. This is going to go down at 10 o'clock this morning. But we'll have to watch areas off to the east into Wayne County. There is a winter storm watch in effect for Wayne County that actually starts later tonight and is in effect through Friday morning. So, right now it's just that widespread light snow that's coming down. The air temperature for a lot of spots near Rochester is actually slightly above freezing for the first time in a while. So that's actually helping us out a little bit this morning, too, in terms of the snowfall. And you start to see the green west of Buffalo. That's some of the snow actually mixing and changing over to some light rain. And we do expect that process to continue through the morning. As you look back towards Ohio, you can see some of that rain there out ahead of this next storm system. So it's actually going to get warm enough that some of this is going to start to melt down. So the forecast map, you'll see that bluish color change over to green, and that would be suggesting some rain mixing in. Some of the higher elevations may stay all snow to the south of Rochester. That cold front tonight, that's what's going to get the lake snow going off Lake Ontario, that northwest flow there. We're going to see some bands of lake effect, maybe connecting up to Georgian Bay. We'll have to watch that for Wayne County. Anytime that happens, it can augment some of the snow rates in western New York. But notice the focus of that near and east of Rochester as we go through the afternoon and evening. That's going to settle out towards the Syracuse area as well. So the thruway east of Rochester for Thursday, another thing to watch in terms of the traffic. So it's it's that time of the year. We have to get our winter driving skills back on. If you have the 4-wheel, you'll be turning it on, or the all-wheel drive, right? Future snow amounts, not that impressive. Maybe another coating or so for a lot of spots, but through the overnight tonight and into Thursday, see some of those amounts south of Buffalo. That's the lake effect process taking over off of Lake Erie, 2 to 4 inches there. Watch Wayne County. Some of these numbers start to go up a little bit through the afternoon and evening on Thursday. Could be 1 to 3 inches out that direction. But something to watch out that way. 31 right now. The visibility is actually down to a mile. So last week we had that commute in where the visibility was actually down to a quarter mile. And with quarter-mile visibility, that's heavy snow. With visibility between a half mile and a mile, that's moderate snowfall with that southeast breeze. And it's back to the freezer after this. We're going to go, I know it seems warm out there, 38 degrees today. That's still below average.
I thought we were in the freezer.
26 on Thursday and 30 on Friday. So, it's just going to kind of go back to that pattern that we've been in, and even colder into the weekend. So the hour-by-hour forecast, again, we'll reach the upper 30s. We'll mix in a little bit of rain because of that temperature increase, staying below the normal for the high temperature. Tonight we'll have to watch for the lake effect snow, especially northeast of Rochester, and especially after midnight out that way. The west-northwest wind 10 to 20. And the extended forecast for us has temps plummeting into this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, we'll see those numbers back in the upper teens. 22 degrees on Monday, 29 degrees on Tuesday. We'll get back to some sunshine early next week.
Lucky us.
Right?
Sunshine early next week, but it does nothing for those temperatures.
Yeah, it's ornamental sunshine, as we say.
Yeah.
11 days.
11 days.
Yep.
1 hour, 48 minutes, 4 seconds.
Yep.
Till winter.
Yes.
And then we begin the spring countdown.
Yes.
Yep.
How long have we been counting down to winter?
We started this countdown way in because we weren't ready for it, remember?
I don't remember.
I mean,
No.
it sounds
You
like
held
us.
it off. You
I
held the
feel like I
countdown off.
block these things out
Yeah.
because they cause me emotional distress.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Right? You're on board, right? Hey, don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this.
.33 this Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. It's time for Wealth Wednesday. And as we gear up for the start of the new year, we're also looking ahead to tax season.
Yeah, there are a few changes coming in 2026 that could even save you a little extra cash. Here to break it all down is Wealth Advisor Jarrett Felton. Jarrett, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. It's great to see you. Every day's a holiday and every meal's a feast.
Yes.
Here we go.
Love it. Let's
Yeah.
get into it.
Yeah.
So tax season, I can't believe we're already thinking about that.
It's December. Here we are.
Here
Like
we are.
this.
It is. It went pretty quickly.
Yeah.
so.
I'm sure me, are getting a little stressed. You know what I mean? Because it feels like as soon as you get everything done and you finally get it all squared away, you're already back to
You got to start again.
step number one.
Yeah, no, we're sitting here talking about holidays, especially travel. What are you buying for people gifts? And the next thing you know, you're talking about New Year's resolutions and what the heck's going on for January. So, yeah, here we are.
All right. So
Yeah.
what do people need to know going into 2026?
Right. So I think, this is a very pivotal time in the year because there are a lot of commitments that we made to ourselves personally about what we wanted to accomplish financially in January. maybe February, March. A lot of people lost everything come March with regards to what they were going to do. But since we're at the tail end of the year, there's really three things that I think people should take a look at. There are many, but I just thought I'd narrow it down for today since we're on limited time. First thing, you're like, yes, I know, keep going.
Yeah.
So, right, got it. So the first thing is I'd say take a look at your pay stub. I know I say that quite often, but I always think it's healthy to take a look at that. Most people never do because it is electronic. I know I haven't looked at my own, even though it's my own company. You know, I'm going to go in and take a look at it myself. How much have I contributed to my retirement plan for the year? There are caps and limits, but a lot of people think that, yes, I'm maxing it out because I'm putting in the most and just enough to get the employer match. But the amount is over $23,000 that you can put in as an elective employee. So just make sure that you're doing that. It'll help you on the pre-tax, reducing your taxable income. If there's a Roth component, it won't help you from a tax income reduction, but that will help you down the road on the Roth component because we all know that compounds tax deferred and you pull it out tax free. So that's really the first thing. The second thing, also know that if you are not in a 401k plan or you have the ability to contribute to an IRA, you know, you do have the ability to contribute to that, but you can do that by tax filing deadline of 2026. So don't feel like you have to just hurry up and write the check now. But if you got it, get rid of it because you may spend it over the holiday, as we alluded to earlier. That also goes for the traditional IRA, the contributory IRA, and the Roth IRA. And then last but not least, you know, those that are still working between age 60 and 63, there is an additional catch-up provision. So as we all know in the 401k, or as we may not know, you can put in the $23,500, but you also have the ability, if you're over 50, to do the catch-up. Right, the $7,500. But if you're 60 to 63, you could put in a total of $11,250. So that's a lot just to throw in there. But it is something just to keep in mind if you're still working and employed in these ages of 60 to 63. You could sock away a little bit more money to get you ready for those retirement days, golden years.
All right.
Yeah.
Talk to us about families, because I'm sure we have some watching us right now at home. Any changes to the child tax credit?
So I always want to leave with the fact I am not a CPA, so I would highly encourage you to talk to your CPA or a trusted tax advisor. So obviously during COVID, there were the child tax credits that people actually received in the form of checks in the mail. You know, whether or not they still qualify, depending on the child's age, whether they are truly a dependent or not. There's a lot of moving parts in that space. I don't like to speak to that because we all know kids are getting older, and some people age off the payroll, as some parents would say. So I would encourage people to talk to their accountant to talk to actually see whether or not the child tax credit is going to be applicable to them or not.
We talked a little bit during the commercial break about the situation if maybe somebody bought a car this year and how that could help.
Yeah, so something new is for 2025 through 2028, if the vehicle is assembled in the United States, there's a lot of parameters around it. There's some income restrictions, right? So if you make too much, this may not apply to you. But this is the first time that I've ever seen a time where someone can actually deduct their actual car loan interest up to a max amount of $10,000. They don't have to itemize to get it. It has to be under 14,000 pounds. Just some things to think about that we haven't really seen in a while. That's kind of come full circle. That was in this big, beautiful bill that was passed earlier this year of 2025.
Where do we find a scale?
A scale? Oh, for the vehicle. Got it. I caught on really. I weigh myself three times a day, so I knew what you were talking about. I got you. But 14,000 pounds, you're like, what am I going to do with a 14,000 pound vehicle?
Yeah.
Right. So, well, some people try and get sneaky with it and use it for work purposes, so you got to be careful because there are some restrictions around that. We've helped some clients navigate that space. We go right to our partnered irs.gov to understand what the rules are and the qualifications are and the things that you can't do. And all the game is really just making sure you understand the rules and you play by them.
Fair enough.
So real quick, some other things just to know, since it's December, it's the end of the year, I won't see you till January. I'm going to miss you guys.
Oh, we'll miss you too.
I know. So something to consider for people that are of required minimum distribution age, so 73 or older, make sure you get those distributions out of your retirement accounts before December 31st. You don't want to get dinged or penalized because that is a pretty hefty fine, and it's an simple fix. It doesn't cost you anything to take your distribution. It is taxable to you this year, but just to be mindful to do it. Not all custodians or places where your money is managed notify you. There's a lot of people that I would consider seniors. AARP defines them as 50 and older, but for these purposes, it's 73 for the required minimum distribution. A lot of them just don't really communicate with their advisors all that much, right? So I would encourage them to reach out to their trusted advisor, or if their kids are listening, reach out on behalf of mom, dad, get their permission or their blessing, and just move forward with that so that you don't get in trouble.
Good advice.
Yeah, that's pretty
Jarrett
good.
Felton, hit him with the website. Where can they go to learn more about you and your services?
Sure. Investent, invessent.com. Come on down. It's great. We got a lot of good things cooking down there. You can see my buddy Tommy Leroy, who's at the office doing the operational side of things for financial planning and portfolio construction. And we got Lydia, who's the head honcho, really the boss and the glue of the firm, Lydia Kerr. So I love everybody on the team.
Very good. Jarrett, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks,
and we'll put Jarrett's information over on our website, foxrochester.com.
8:40 this morning. Stick around. A lot more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're taking a closer look at some of the stories that have people talking this Wednesday.
And don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We'll be right back. It's time to see what's trending on this Wednesday morning, starting with a special delivery to a South Carolina correctional facility.
Yes, according to officers, a drone carrying a gourmet haul of food and contraband was intercepted over the weekend.
Yeah, the delivery included steak, crab legs, Old Bay seasoning, weed, and cigarettes. All wrapped in a Piggly Wiggly grocery bag.
Oh my gosh, anything in a Piggly Wiggly bag. Photos were released by the facility showing the haul. Officers say that although the drone and package has been recovered, they've not been able to find who was flying it.
According to a spokesperson for the facility, the delivery was pretty unusual, but not uncommon for them.
In 2022, they seized 15 drones and 100 pounds of contraband.
An investigation into this most recent drone delivery is ongoing.
See, I feel like they could have caught the guy very easily, or the girl. All they needed to do was walk into the prison with that bag and say, I got an order of crab legs, Old Bay, and steak, and wait for whomever to stick their hand up in the air.
Even if it wasn't yours, you're in prison, aren't you going to be like, yep, that's totally mine, absolutely?
Are you, or are you going to wait to see if it's Becky's? Because listen, you don't want to get shanked by Becky. Okay?
Maybe I am Becky.
All right, let's move along.
Oh, it's so bad. AI is now employed
by McDonald's. The fast food chain released a 45-second Christmas ad entirely made by AI.
The commercial made for its Netherlands division revolves around the idea that the holiday season is the most terrible time of the year. That's really horrible, actually.
Much like other companies that have used AI to make advertisements, McDonald's is getting a lot of backlash.
Not only are people commenting on how AI takes jobs away,
many are simply saying the concept.
Ashley, I'm so sorry.
This is off the rails.
I'm so sorry.
It's your fault.
It's really all your fault.
It's your
This is horrible television.
Oh my God.
And unfortunately, we are gonna lose
Okay,
our
are
jobs.
simply saying the
sorry.
concept of the ad is bad. The production company hired by the chain to create the ad released a statement saying in part, "For 7 weeks, we hardly slept. We generated what felt like thousands of takes. This wasn't an AI trick. It was film."
It goes on to say AI didn't make the film. They did. The reception to the ad has been so negative, McDonald's actually pulled the ad off of YouTube after they closed the comments.
So wait,
well.
it wasn't an AI ad and people thought it was?
No, people were like, no, what they were saying was like, no, AI didn't make this, we made this. We put a lot of hard work into this. But really, it was AI that made it. That was like more of like a...
Oh, it was AI.
Yes, but the point was AI, yeah, they made it, but we made it.
Oh,
We
because...
spent countless of hours working on it.
Yeah, because we came up with the prompt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's move along. Are we good? I feel better. I feel better.
too.
I feel better.
Really.
Let's move along to Grubhub announcing their most ordered foods of 2025.
Okay, all right. The food delivery service just released their yearly delivered report breaking down the trends of the year.
They say that millions of customers focused on high protein foods, in particular beans. Oh, God. Tinned fish. You want to know the last time I heard the phrase tinned fish?
It's been a minute.
Yup. And chicken nuggets.
Okay, customers ordered more than 750 nuggets, tenders, and strips from restaurants, every single hour. Okay.
Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's a total of 5.2 million pieces of fried chicken every day this year.
For more than 1.5 tons of legumes, they were delivered a 135% increase.
Tinned fish, we're talking tuna and anchovies and ahi, that's sardines. Oysters. Oysters are a shellfish, though. Are they still tinned fish? Is that still a tinned fish? I don't know. Tinned fish orders jumped 209%.
Electrolyte drinks were also popular among customers. More than 76,000 of these beverages were delivered per month.
Ashley, don't answer Mark McLean. When he is rude enough to speak so loudly that our mics pick up what he's saying to you privately, he does not deserve an answer.
He is never secretive about it. He really is never secretive.
No.
Full volume.
Yeah, full volume, full volume. Other top drinks included matcha and coffees with cold foams.
Grubhub also revealed there has been a recent trend of customers ordering food from convenience stores like taquitos, chicken rollers, and hot dogs.
How do you like that? Have you ordered from convenience stores ever?
No.
Once.
You did you get one of those rolly dogs?
No.
It's been on there for 18 hours.
No. It was the end of what had been a long night.
Oh, one of those.
And I needed chocolate.
That's what you needed?
So I ordered, I'm pretty sure I ordered 2 Lenny and Larry's cookies and a bag of the vegan chocolate M&Ms.
Oh my gosh.
And made somebody drive all the way to my house because I needed to eat those while laying in bed. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. When Arc Rochester returns, we are taking a closer look at a special toy drive benefiting children in our community.
More coming up on the other side of the break.
.52 this Wednesday. The holiday season is a time of joy and giving, and there are several organizations in our region that help spread that cheer to children.
All month long, United and Healing Through Hope of Monroe County is collecting toys to give to kids in need. Joining us this morning with more on how to donate is the organization's founder, Clay Harris. Clay, great to see you.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Very well, thank you.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It sure is.
Wow.
A lot of accidents too, all over the county. So people gotta take it easy and not drive so fast. But
Okay.
it's beautiful
Good advice.
out. It's beautiful out, and it is this time of year, and we're so excited and happy to continue. This is our 4th annual toy drive.
4th annual toy drive. Before we dive deeper into the toy drive, because we want to spend some time there, I do want to remind people at home of what we were talking about during the commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Just the numbers that you hit this past Thanksgiving. 5,500 people, 5,000 people fed with the dinner packages.
Yes.
And then an additional 500
Yes.
came and sat down and ate.
And had dinner. Yeah, it was amazing. Thanks to you guys for helping get the word out, which is very important. Every year, you guys step up and share it with your viewers, and people donated. We broke a record. We fed over 5,000 people with our Thanksgiving baskets. That's truly amazing, right? And then we had a dinner, hot dinner, all of the fixings of Thanksgiving, pre-Thanksgiving for people.
500
and we fed
more.
over 500 folk.
That
It was
really-
amazing.
that is
500 dinners, actually.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
folks, but dinners. So it was amazing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So thanks again for all you guys' help.
Well,
for sure.
You know, we have such giving people in the
Yeah.
Rochester area. People
Yes.
really step up when they know that others need help. So let's talk about
It's
the
true.
toy drive. You know, this time of year, it really just, people get in the giving spirit.
Yes, and Rochester, as you just so eloquently said, is a benevolent community, and we have been. Even when things get difficult for us on a personal level, people still dig deep and they give. That is so important. I think that sets our community apart from many communities throughout this nation, to be quite honest with you.
Sure does.
That's what we're asking. We're asking your viewers and maybe some of your viewers' family or friends or coworkers to donate new unwrapped toys, and they can go to our website, unitingthroughhope.com, and they can see how to donate a new unwrapped toy, or they can donate monetarily through their credit card and or Venmo. So there are various ways that one can donate. And then we have about 6 or 7 sites all over Monroe County that are our partners, where people can actually drop off toys at these sites in boxes. For instance, the Rochester Urban League, the Ibero League, Greece Police Station, Full Gospel Tabernacle Church, and etc.
We're running really low on time. 2 things, though, that I want answers to.
Yes.
What is the deadline for the drive, and what is the goal for the drive?
Great questions. 22nd of December is we're going to be collecting until then.
Okay.
And our goal this year, to be honest with you, as many toys as possible that we can give out. And then there's a little caveat that I must say. Jamaica had a Category 5 hurricane about a month ago. And so we're trying to get hygiene products and some clothes over there, and we're going to ship them. So we just have a big heart and trying to do all we can to help a lot of people, not just locally, but also internationally.
And we've got the community that can do that.
Yes, sir.
Clay
And
Harris,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
As always.
Great to see you.
Absolutely.
Time right now is 8:56. Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this.
In today's Political Pulse, we're taking a closer look at President Trump's $12 billion farm aid package. I sit down with our Christian Garzone to explain the local impact after he got reaction from a farmer. That's all coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. ARC Rochester returns after this.
on this Wednesday morning, December 10th. Thank you for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Ferdman.
I'm Dan Schrack. That is meteorologist Mark McLean. He's got the answer to weather trivia. He's got the muddy paws, claws, tails, and feet forecast. And he also has
lots
the
of
regular
quadrupeds in
forecast.
there today.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you need the four-wheel drive to get through this stuff, right?
You certainly do.
I know. I think we have a look at traffic too. Is that baked
Maybe.
in the cake here, or are we skipping that for? Cool. Just before we start things up, that delay on 590, actually down to 7 minutes. That was 15 minutes about an hour ago. Dropped to about 11 minutes last time we checked in. So still some slowdowns out there, and still a few tricky spots. But the temperature is increasing. That's one thing that's helping us out this morning. And eventually, a lot of this rain our snow is going to change over to rain. So you look at that, and there is a little slush, especially on the side of the road. So you got to pay attention. Don't get distracted. Put the phone away. And just keep your eyes.
Use the windshield wipers.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Eyes on the highway, right? Eyes on the prize today, and you'll get there just fine. It's a little slow. It was a little slow this morning, but nothing that we're going to remember, 4 weeks from now. So weather trivia. We're measuring things today.
We are.
Yep.
Get your yardsticks ready.
Yeah. Measuring these things is like bowling. You just want to get close.
Yeah.
Okay. How many different areas should be measured for official snow measurement in weather?
This guy,
I had to. This has been behind the scenes.
Legit for 1 hour now.
Do you know what 3 strikes in a row, by the way, is called?
It's called a turkey.
Yeah, and I'm working with them today. 1 to 2 snow locations, 2 to 3 snow locations, 3 to 4 snow locations, or 4 to 5. So you're measuring snow in your yard, okay? And this morning's weather trip, Rod said B, Barbara has D, Mary has B, Michael also has B, Marcy has C, and Paul had D. So we're all over. Lisa has C, Yvonne has B. This one stumped me, Julie. Oh, interesting. There's a lot of Frank, and let's see. Cheryl's husband has D, Cheryl has C, Frank and the wife are at odds, as are Eva and Eva's husband. So lots of.
I love that the spouses get their own page.
I know.
Yeah.
I do. And I want to know the names of said spouses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That'd be cool.
Let us know.
What do you think?
Okay, so
would it make sense to just measure one spot?
No. Well,
here's the thing.
Okay.
If it's the same spot,
okay,
I feel, yes, it would make sense to measure that same spot.
Over a long period of time.
Yes.
So for a climate record, that's what the National Weather Service does. It's at the airport in Rochester at the same spot so that the data record is continuous.
However, I think multiple locations would give you a very good average.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it would have to be near that specific location.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I am going to go with A.
1 to 2?
I might go B. I might go 2 to 3.
2 to 3, and it's 3 is the minimum. Okay, but lots of the Weather Service offices actually suggest using 4 or 5. Because of drifting snow.
Okay.
Snow blows around. Buildings can create snow drifts. Open areas. You might have a snow fence nearby. It could be at an airport that's wide open.
Now, when you do the measurement here,
yeah,
how many spots?
we just do 1.
Wow.
Yeah. Underperforming.
Yeah, that
Sounds like a gutter ball.
That's not investigative journalism.
Not a strike.
Not a strike.
Not a strike at all.
Nope.
What's your wife say about
spare
that?
them the rest of this weather. Check it out. 2x2 board. It could be plywood or something, and you needed that ruler or the yardstick for official. Hopefully, you don't need the yardstick, right?
Nah,
Select 3
just 6
spots
inches.
and put the board on the existing snow to get that measurement. Hey, there's the usual suspects. This troublesome trio. on
Look
the
at
screen.
them.
We got a kitty on the left, and the photo on Chime In said the usual suspects.
The 2 dogs are like, we get this. We're fine here.
And I
the
think
cat.
I think the cat thinks it's a dog. You ever meet a cat that thinks it's a dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This cat gets along with these guys. You could tell, right? They just tumble and wrestle together.
I do like it when you do see unlikely matches like that.
Yes. Yes.
Like a duck and a baby lion, or a lion and a baby duck. I mean.
Yeah. And AI is generating all sorts of this.
Yeah, but I'm talking about real stuff.
Real life, I know. Towel time today, it's sloppy out there. Wet paws next couple of days. Friday looks like of the next 5, the only day that we may escape it. By the weekend, there's another fast-moving weather system for Saturday and Sunday gives us a little bit of snow in the forecast. But 31, that cloud height is way up. It was 400 feet last time we talked. It's up to 3,600 now. Visibility is up to 2 miles, and that's good news. So that's on its way back up. And that's what Scotty wrote on. He's
Stone cold
he
crazy.
loves the headlines. He loves the headlines. 12.3 degrees below normal for December, and that follows a November that was also 3 degrees colder than normal. So when you get the cold, you get the snow, and it looks like it's going to be Wayne County this time. 1 o'clock tonight through 7 a.m. Friday. Could catch 2 to 4 inches of snow in spots out that direction. For today, we're actually starting to see, you see that pink color? You see that green color down towards Dansville? That means the snow's changing over to some rain, and thankfully, you don't have to shovel rain. Thankfully, that rain's also going to give us a little car wash out there today. You know, wash some of the salt off. Some of the snow is starting to taper and change over to rain. But back to the southwest, you can see towards Buffalo, that trend continues, and down towards Cleveland, also warm enough that we're just getting plain old rain dropping out of the sky. Now, eventually, it'll turn cold enough again that we'll get back to that snow, and that'll be after this cold front goes through. So that's later this evening and overnight tonight. So you see that blue line on your screen. That's the cold air coming in. Watch Wayne County. Watch areas east of Rochester. That's where the target zone seems to be for some of this snow, and stays out that direction for a good chunk of Thursday. So that's why we think there could be maybe a 2 to 4 inch accumulation, some isolated higher totals into parts of Wayne County. Now, areas south of Buffalo will also catch some snow, like at Boston Arcade there, maybe more than a half a foot of snow in southern Erie County. So if you have to travel that direction, just keep that kind of thing in mind. And it's more Arctic air. The North Pole moves south, and it's going to be chilly for at least below normal temperatures for about as far as the eye can see. Upper 30s today, though, the only day this week will crack the freezing mark. Tonight, we'll drop back to 21. Lake effect snow, especially northeast of Rochester. If you have to travel east tomorrow on the thruway, we'll have some areas of lake effect snow. Friday, it looks okay, and weekend turns colder. Look at those numbers drop back. Maybe the first day this year, we have high temperatures in the teens, and a little bit of a bounce back early next week.
That's a bounce back?
Well, 29 is higher than 19.
This is true.
Fair enough.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're getting a very special look at a musical that is turning the greatest love story ever told completely upside down.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break. 9/11 this Wednesday morning. Hey, if you've ever wondered how Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet would have ended in one of those star-crossed lovers made a different choice, well, there's a production at RBTL that has the answer.
Broadway's And Juliet is on a cross-country tour, bringing hits from the 90s and 2000s along with it. This morning, we're talking to Juliet herself, actress Fabiola Carabeo Quijada, joining us now to talk more about the show. Thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Romeo and Juliet, it's one of those stories everybody knows, right? Young, old, no matter your age. It's familiar, but this is a different take on that. Give us a little overview, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so the whole premise of And Juliet, the musical, it flips the script and asks the question, what if Juliet hadn't ended it all over Romeo? What if the infamous ending to Shakespeare's iconic play was actually the beginning of Juliet's story? She decided to, take power over her own destiny and make mistakes for herself and learn lessons and find her own power. And it's just such a great night out. There's music, all written by Max Martin, the multi-Grammy award-winning producer and songwriter. And, he's written songs for Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys. And there's just so much incredible music that everyone in the audience is sure to recognize.
Talk to us a little bit more about the score by Max Martin. What songs will people recognize?
Oh, every single one of them. Every single one of them. There are 3 decades of music in this production. You've got everything from Katy Perry and Kelly Clarkson all the way to like Bon Jovi and the Backstreet Boys. You've got very recent stuff. You've got, some not very recent stuff, but there are people of every generation that are going to recognize and try to sing along to some of these songs in their seat.
Is the singing along encouraged or is it frowned upon?
Now we give you an opportunity a little bit towards the end for you to scream your little guts out, but in the theater you got to keep it chill, but we give you your time.
Leave it to the professionals until the professionals ask for help.
Oh, we will ask for help. It's a long show. It's a lot of stuff going on stage, but it's so fun. The audience gets to chime in a little bit later.
Well, good, because Abby and I were hoping to sing back up for you.
Yeah, that
today,
was the plan.
If that's okay.
And you know what? All help is encouraged.
Beautiful.
Appreciate that.
That's what we like.
Anything at 8 in the morning.
Talk to us about the rest. Everybody needs help around this time.
Thank you.
Talk to us about the rest of the cast. How big is it? And will we see some of the traditional characters that we saw in Romeo and Juliet or that we read in Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah, so we have about 20 people in our cast. We have the ensemble members, our players who really dictate the story. They make the story happen. They're like Shakespeare's employees or like actors in his troupe, and they just take everything from like the little backstage area and they put it together, and they put together the story of And Juliet that Shakespeare is writing along with Anne Hathaway, his wife, and that is a historical character, and his actual wife. And so we put a whole storyline to her. We, add some of that historical information, and we really use it to ground their relationship and their characters. And then there's Juliet. There's the nurse who doesn't really get that much of a backstory in the play Romeo and Juliet, but here we give her, her own story, and we give her own motivation, her character. And then there's new characters, we've got Francois and we've got Lance, characters that you're bound to meet and truly fall in love with on stage.
Very good. I think a lot of the time when people think of Shakespeare, they think, oh, this is going to be really hard to get through. I'm imagining that that's not the case here. Is it in any of that Old English, or is it just regular, everyday talk, the way people speak?
The beautiful and incredibly genius thing about this musical, David West Reed was the writer. He wrote Schitt's Creek, and he did an incredible job of mixing so many cultures. And, this really transcends time. Everything about this musical, from the costumes, you can see like Victorian pieces and, like Renaissance, like little collars. And you also, people were in sneakers.
Oh.
So, yeah, you've got elements of like completely different centuries. And it also comes through with the dialogue. Sometimes we speak in rhymes and some of that Old English, but, we use modern words and like modern sayings. And it's just a beautiful way of mashing up 2 completely different worlds.
Love that. Don't go anywhere. You either, because she's sticking around to give us a live in-studio performance of what you can see on stage at And Juliet.
Yep, that's coming up after this. We're back now with Fabiola Carabeo-Quijada, who plays Juliet in the musical And Juliet. You can catch the show now through December 14th at the Auditorium Theatre.
You certainly can, and we are excited because we're going to be hearing her perform one of the songs from that show live for us in studio right now. What are you going to be singing?
I'm going to be singing Since You've Been Gone with Kelly Clarkson.
Love it. And this is in And Juliet.
It sure is. It opens our second act, and it is full of a lot of surprises.
Love it. Take it away.
All right. Here's the thing, we started out friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend. Yeah, yeah. Since you've been gone, you're dedicated, you took the time. Wasn't long till I called you mine. Yeah, yeah. Since you've been gone, and all you'd ever hear me say is how I pictured me with you. That's all you'd ever hear me say. But since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time. I'm so moving on, yeah, yeah. Thanks to you, now I get what I want. Since you've been gone, how can I put it? You put me on. I even fell for that stupid love song. Yeah, yeah. Since you've been gone, how come I'd never hear you say I just wanna be with you? I guess you never felt that way. But since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time. I'm so moving on, yeah, yeah. Thanks to you, now I can.
It's time for a political pulse check here on ARC Rochester. President Trump has announced a $12 billion aid package for farmers amid an ongoing trade war. It's meant to be an added boost for farmers hit with rising costs after Trump raised tariffs on China. 13 WAM's Christian Garzone takes a look at the local impact.
Ethan Wade with Brighton Securities says agriculture is the backbone of America and her economy.
And when it does well, we see it trickle into trucking, we see it trickle into manufacturing, we see it trickle into retail.
Wade says with the tariffs imposed by the Trump administration on nations like China, Beijing is leveraging our crops, especially soybeans, to gain an upper hand.
When you impact our agricultural industry, it's one of the easiest ways for those other countries to retaliate against us.
The Trump administration is planning to help American farmers caught up in this tariff trade war with a $12 billion aid package.
I think he's trying to give back to the heart of America.
It's actually been a good season for Matt Clute of the Clute Brothers Farm in Kendall. Their soybean crop here is about 1,200 acres.
If you really look at the numbers, I can't see where it's affecting the price all that much.
He says this farmer's aid package is more of a stimulus, not so much a bailout, and he's thankful for it. When it comes to China using crops for leverage, the impact isn't big, at least right here. But many farmers across the country are hurting. Clute says actually the Chinese have been turning to South American farms for the past decade.
They're trying to do away with us, and trying to get some leverage on us, and this is all they've got.
Wade says tariffs aren't a good policy or a bad one. Much remains to be seen. When any White House makes sweeping changes, Wade says there will be cracks along the way.
I think we're seeing that with the agricultural industry from the tariffs that have been put in place.
And our Christian Garzone is here with us now to talk more about this story. What's interesting to start off, we were talking about during the package, is that there are both sides of the coin to this issue here. We know that some people are really seeing the impact when it comes to the crops, specifically soybeans, that farmers are kind of being hurt by when it comes to this trade war. Others not so much, like the gentleman in your story.
Yeah, some of the national coverage, you look at farmers in Iowa, North Dakota, Nebraska, other places who will say, like, we're really getting impacted here. With Matt Clute, it's more like what don't they grow at their farm? Soybeans are about 1,200 acres, but they had such a great crop this year, but they have such a diverse range of things that they grow there. They're split half vegetables, half grain. And he's just saying, look, this has been a tactic employed by China for the past decade, really, where they have been leaning more on South America versus buying from American farmers. And some of the numbers here, China promised to buy 12 million metric tons by the end of the year, and then 25 million metric tons of soybeans each year after that. This year, so far, they've only bought about 2.8 million metric tons. This year, time is running out on 2025. So again, he's got more to lean back on, I think, with his crop. He doesn't depend wholly just on soybeans for what he's putting out there into the world.
And I know that there isn't an exact division of how this $12 billion will be split. I know that most of that money, $11 billion of which will go to crop farmers specifically. Sure. Any idea about what this could mean for those farmers that are struggling?
Well, some of the numbers I know, Clute is estimating that it's about $100 per acre each farmer will get. And I think the Trump administration or the agriculture secretary said it'll be capped at about $155,000 per farmer or per person, depending on what you own. I think a little bit more remains to be seen, but I know that whatever they decide on, checks will start going out by the end of February, I think I heard. And I think the Trump administration wanted to do this previously, but with the government shutdown, their hands were tied a little bit. So you do hear some farmers saying, well, gee, thanks, too little, too late. But, it's better than nothing, as a lot of people are saying. And, Clute is more than happy to get this, whatever it might be at the end of the day for his farm. He says you give a farmer $1, he's going to spend it, not on a Mercedes, but they're going to spend it on reinvesting into their farm, because there's always something they need the money for, regardless of the administration or whatever. They're always going to need money for upgrades or whatever else like that.
That's for sure. And I think another key part of your package that Ethan Wade had shared is how much of agriculture is really important important. It's a huge industry that I think a lot of people lose sight of because we're talking about tech over here or other markets. So it really is a big industry that needs all the support it can get.
Yeah, it trickles down. We talk about, energy prices and how that affects every sector. Ethan Wade with Brighton Securities is saying farming, agriculture is just like that as well. It affects every facet of society when it comes to transportation, retail. Everything kind of starts with farming, getting fed, making sure farmers are taken care of first. So you take care of a lot of these base things like farming, energy. I guess the idea is everything else will kind of work itself out, hopefully. And again, Clute wants to point out this is not, he said in the interview, not a welfare check, it's a stimulus check, at least for him. Other farmers are saying, though, this is what's going to be able to help hold them together if you look at some of the national coverage out there.
Yeah, that's for sure. And just to recap for everyone at home, we know that this is the $12 billion farm aid package. And we also know that the Trump administration is hoping to get these checks out to farmers by the end of February of next year. Yeah. So something we'll be keeping an eye on. I know you'll be keeping an eye on it for us as well. Thank you for coming in, Christian.
Hey, my pleasure, Stephanie. Thank you so much.
And be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We are back after this.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. The WWE is hitting Western New York for the holidays. They're coming to Blue Cross Arena on Sunday, December 28th. And then in the new year, they'll air WWE SmackDown Live from the KeyBank Center in Buffalo.
Yeah, one of the wrestlers in the ring for the events is the Russian-born Ilya Dragunov, the current U.S. champion. He chatted with our executive producer, Mike DeGiorgio. Check it out.
I had some excited crew members when I told them I was going to be talking to you.
Oh, really? Oh, that is nice to know that people like my work.
What I actually did was I said I was going to be talking to somebody from WWE.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll put it this way. I'm taking the U.S. title challenge.
Oh, do you?
And then they jumped. Oh, God, you're talking to Ilya. All right.
Okay. Then you're in for a ride.
You got the title right there behind you.
Yeah.
For people who don't quite get, I mean, there's so many titles in WWE, and give people an idea of what it means to hold that.
I mean, what it means to hold that, I think a lot of people, some people are aware, some people are not. I just recently come back from a long time of being injured. like with my ACL tear. So having the opportunity to come right back and to compete for this title already meant a lot for me. But even more, competing for it and winning it right when I came back, right on my comeback, it was probably one of the most emotional days in my life, is a feeling that is incomparable. I mean, a great fighter, performer, same history with the open challenge with John Cena, who is about to have his last match soon. Like, this is a pride that I'm feeling. And this is definitely something, when I started this career, that I didn't see happen in the first place.
When you win a title, do you look back at the lineage, even beyond just the last couple of guys? Are you aware of who's held it before you?
Of course. But I try to live as much as in the past, in the present moment as possible. So I think for me personally, the most significant person to hold it is the person who's going to have his last match this year. It's going to retire, and this is John Cena. And just the opportunity to be, I met him like a couple of times and had some shorter conversations, but just like feeling what kind of a person hold this title in the past, and that you are now in the place to kind of write your own history and leave your own mark on that championship. It's just incredible.
Now you're coming to Rochester on the 28th. I know that's it's what they call a house show that won't be televised. In a situation like that, do you still do the open challenge?
I mean, like, if there's a thing that people know about me, I mean, like, which is the most significant part about me, is that I like to say, how you do one thing, you do all things. And yeah, I like to fight the most. I really like to step in. I really like to give the people what they paid for. And in my personal case, it is physicality, it is fighting spirit, it is excitement, it is passion. So if somebody's willing to step up, I'm always ready for a fight.
Mm-hmm. Fill people in a little bit on your background. You very exotic sounding name, Ilya Dragunov.
Thank you very much.
Of European descent, obviously. In the past, I think we all know there were guys who played a Russian, if you will, in wrestling. But you've got the international background. So tell people.
I'm indeed a Russian born. Yeah, I think actually, if I'm not completely wrong, I'm the first ever Russian born. Really Russian born. Like, and this is like, especially also something which is beautiful to carry on my heritage. And yeah, for people to know, like, I'm Russian born and I'm German raised. So my family immigrated to Germany when I was really young, like 5 years of age. So I grew up the most part of my life. I grew up in Germany, and this is also where my path with wrestling started, in the small German independent scene. From there, I made a name for myself in the British wrestling scene, went over to the States, tried to make a name there for myself, and the rest is history. After that, when I signed with the company, yeah, from NXT UK to NXT to Raw to SmackDown, like, I'm in this whole beautiful profession since 13 years, meanwhile, and I have the best time. And especially like representing the European side of wrestling with great veterans in the past, talking about William Regal, talking about Fit Finlay. It's a pretty beautiful feeling to step on the way that these beautiful performers paved for me.
How young were you when you started?
Oh, 30. I'm 32 right now. 13 years back, 19, 18. I think I started to train when I was 17 or 18. And I think I got my first match, but I could be calculating it wrong right now. But my first match was in April 2012 in Berlin. That's what I know.
When you were when you first started learning pro wrestling? Actually, my kid is interested in taking lessons. We're literally talking with a local gym, and I'm nervous for him.
I totally understand it, because it's like, I don't think there's anything that is as fulfilling, but also demanding as this profession is. Because I don't know, like, what kind of wrestling school your kid wants to go to, but when I started, I started in Germany. And at the time when I started, the German wrestling scene was and still it is today. It is much bigger, but when I started, it was way smaller. And of course, you start with things like taking a bump and stuff like this. But I learned this kind of stuff on like thin mats, like because we didn't have a wrestling ring. Because again, like getting stuff like this, I think like after the first year, probably I was touching a wrestling ring for the first time, and this was already quite rough because like this mat is not that big and is unforgiving. But you kind of like toughen up and try to go through it. So, but one thing that is like the most important thing for me, why I fell in love with this is because I could express myself.
Yeah.
And I think as a human being, this is like, to get it from a philosophical standpoint, kind of everyone is searching for the purpose and who they are. And I think you really realize that through the path of professional wrestling, because people realize if you are not real. If people realize if you pretend like you are something that you are not. And I know from my personal case, I'm like, when you look at me in the ring with the facials that I make, with the screams that with the way I scream and I express myself, professional wrestling taught me to be myself.
What was the hardest thing to learn?
The hardest thing to learn? To endure all the travel that you need to take. I was more on delay. I mean, not me personally. I think everyone who was on the independent scene knows that you are on a bunch of train rides that are going to delay a billion times. You are away for such a long time, and then for having like, I don't know, a match of 10 minutes, something like that, and then the journey back. So like really being independent, traveling and endure getting up early in the morning and then travel to the next show. This is a really demanding part. I think compared to this, matches are easy.
I've heard musicians say something like that the work is the travel.
It is.
The show is fun.
It takes mostly, definitely the most time. But like, yeah, but the show is the fun part about it.
Anything come to you very easily in the ring that maybe other people would think, man, how does he do that? But for you, it's like, boom, you got it.
Oh, yeah. Physicality and intensity. Again, like I how you do one thing, I do all things. Like I'm a person. There's not a lot of difference between me and my persona in the ring and me in my real life. Just that I turn it up even higher. I have a very hard time to relax. It's really not in my genetics. But like, I think the way to pull off intensity and passion and express that in a big way, always, that's the reason why it came so natural to me. Like I never needed to force that. It's something that comes automatically. It's because I am not afraid to take a hit. I'm not afraid to take a bump. I'm in there for a fight. And even when it gets especially physical and I feel maybe some blows even more than others, like I start to smile. This is something I like. That's what makes me feel alive. Is it always necessary? Probably not. But also is the way I enjoy it the most.
That's awesome. I'll let you go here in a couple of minutes real quick. Favorite opponent in WWE so far?
Oh, this is a tough one because I actually like to be surprised. I mean, favorite opponent WWE so far. There are a lot of people that I want to wrestle. Other people I wrestled again. Let's say it that way. I think a lot of people know that, and a lot of people are looking forward to that day. Is when me and Gunther are going to step into the ring again, because we have a lot of history. And every time we step together into the ring, magic happens in a very physical, competitive way.
Yeah, he seems intense.
He is. He is the person I definitely like to wrestle the most, and he's the person that I learned the most from in my entire career.
Terrific. All right, man, I'll let you go. We're looking forward to seeing you. It's December 28th, Blue Cross Arena here in Rochester, and a week later, SmackDown's in Buffalo.
I can't wait.
All right, man. Safe travels.
Thank you very much.
Great holiday. We'll talk to you sometime soon.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Ben.
"9:46 this morning. It's the holiday season and families are preparing everything from meals to decorations to gifts. But one thing that might slip your mind is keeping your furry family friend safe.
Yeah, there's a lot of hazards that go along with the holidays, particularly for our pets. Here to tell us more about that is veterinarian specialist Dr. Susan Kimmel. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me today.
All right, so let's get right into it. We just talked about, holiday food and decorations and, all of the things that make it feel special like it's the holidays, but they really can be dangerous.
Oh, they sure can. So some of the most hazardous things are things in our own home. So think about the decorations, as you mentioned, things on the tree. We want to make sure our ornaments are shatterproof, and anything that your dog or cat may want to try to eat, like a salt dough ornament or a popcorn ball or a string of cereal, you want to make sure those things are hung up high on the tree where they can't get to them. And also keep in mind, this time of year, we love an open fire in our fireplace or, wood burning stove, or there might be candles lit. Your pets can get hurt by those things. So just make sure that they can't get near them. And also gifts. We love to open gifts, and when we do so, make sure that the gift wrapping and the ribbon is quickly taken away, because our pets do like to play with those things. They might want to play with the ribbon and it looks cute, but if they ingest it, it can be a serious problem.
Doc, I want to come back to household hazards in one moment, but I want to kind of veer outdoors if we can for a second, because we were talking just yesterday about the importance of making sure your pets are safe and warm and indoors at night. We're in Western New York. We often start and end the days in negative temperatures, especially this time of year. And we need to remember that, sure, the animals, some dogs love being outside in the snow and playing in it, but they don't necessarily want to live outside in the snow.
100% correct. Yeah, that's a very great point. Some dogs are very accustomed to the cold weather, but most are not. So if you're cold outside, your pet very well may be cold outside as well. So you also mentioned, this time of year, it's dark out in the morning, and in the evening, it's also a lot darker than it is during other times of year. So if you're taking your pet out for walks, make sure that, first of all, they're on a non-retractable leash and you're using well-lit paths, and have some visible clothing on yourself and your pet so that they can be seen. And make sure that they are bundled up in a sweater or a jacket and some booties to keep them comfortable.
Why non-retractable?
Well, retractable leashes can snap back, and there's actually a lot of injuries that we see with people and pets from retractable leashes that unexpectedly snap back.
Interesting.
Good
Okay,
to know.
Didn't know that. Didn't know that at all. Let's talk about holiday food. Definitely tempting to give your pets maybe some scraps off the kitchen table, but you know, probably not super good of an idea.
Yeah, it is so tempting. Like we all just want to make our pets happy, and we know that makes them happy, at least in the short term. But unfortunately, some of these foods, even though they may not be toxic foods, they're not things your pets are used to eating. They may be fattier or richer, or just, again, not something that's part of their regular diet. And that change can cause some gastrointestinal upset. Sometimes it's mild, but it can actually be sometimes more severe and need, veterinary care.
Doc, we've got to let you go, but I need to know, who is that little charmer in the photograph over your right shoulder? Is that one of your patients or is that one of your family members?
Oh, neither. He's just an adorable pug that, was happy to pose for these nice pictures.
Very good.
Love it all the same.
Thanks so much.
I would love to just...
Sorry, go right ahead.
Before we go, we do offer 50% off at any one ER exam. So if you find yourself in any situation your pet has an emergency, visit vcaholiday.com to get access to that coupon.
Oh,
that's
wow,
fantastic.
Great.
Thank you so much for that information and all the other tips as well. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you again.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Hey, stick around when ARC Rochester returns. Final thoughts this Wednesday.
We'll be right back. time for our final thoughts of the morning on ARC Rochester.
At the beginning of the show, I did not think we were going to make it to this point.
It's been really rough.
I honestly thought someone would from the other side of the building would have come in at this point and said, "You two,
please get off the air." I think at one point I begged, "Please take us off the air."
Yeah.
It's just one of those days.
Yeah.
You know,
Happens. It happens.
Yep, it's a Wednesday. We had a busy show, though.
It was busy.
Lots of topics, lots of guests, musical performance.
Yeah. Great photo sent to us from Chime In, those dogs and the cat.
Yes. Yes.
We want to see your Chime In photos too. 13am.com.
Please make sure it's original content, though.
Maybe some, like,
nothing
ugly
ripped
Christmas
from the internet.
Authentic.
Community-based. Yes, and relevant.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
relevant. And that does it for us here before we get in trouble. That does it for us here on ARC Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57 over on the other channel.
It's 13WHAM ABC. Much more live local news coming up later today. 13WHAM News at midday. You can join Steph and Mark for that.
No gutter balls then.
Only strikes.
It's crying.